Hello YouTube, welcome back to Essence Presents YouTube channel. My name is Liz. I am the owner, head photographer, and content strategist here at Essence Presents. What we do is we help wellness businesses, craft artisans, and creative solopreneurs streamline their content to take content creation off of their plate, as well as help them convey their authentic spark, their authentic light to the world through media production and content marketing services. Okay, so you've been running your business on autopilot for some time now. Maybe you just started, or maybe you're about 2 years in the game. You've either taken it upon yourself to buy a cute little notebook that keeps track of all your little tasks, or you've bought an online organization tool from another creator. All brilliant stuff. But do any of these tools take into account the reality that shit happens? Do they take into account the times of the month that are naturally very busy for you, based on a roundup newsletter that goes out at the end of the month, or the fact that you record a video blog every 15th of the month and 1st of the month? If you answered no to any of the above, you're going to want to stick to the end of the video, because I have literally just the tool for you that could optimize your time in the whole entire month to give you exactly what you need to experience utmost balance with work and life. The tool that I'm going to be utilizing today is actually a free tool that you can utilize yourself. This tool is in Google Sheets, it's in Excel, but it's a tab within a master content marketing spreadsheet. So head to the description and click the link, put your email in to get the content marketing master spreadsheet, and you will also receive other tools within this spreadsheet that are going to be super helpful for streamlining your time, organization, business tasks, but you will be able to also utilize the very task that we are going to be working with today. So let's start by laying out the basics. Ask yourself, what are your main doings? So this is actually a little term that I've coined in my weird mind that basically means what are the main things that you do, right? To run your business, keep it going, keep it optimized. And to give you an example of this, when it comes to media production and content marketing, my main doings really revolve around creation time. So the longer I spend creating, whether it's blogs, photo editing, graphic design, the more value I'm providing. So to get yourself in the right framework for this practice, be sure to define these main doings by name so that you know exactly where you're allocating your time when you look back on this in a different time. So the second thing I want you to do is define how much time you need to complete each main doing. So whether it's every day, every week, or every month, figure out how much time it is going to take you to complete each main doing. If you have pre-existing commitments, this is something you're going to want to figure out beforehand so that you know exactly how much time you're actually working with. And then if you don't have as much time as you thought you did, you can then use your free time to work on the priority main doings. I have a really helpful video called Google Calendar 101. It was actually my first video on this channel. And basically what I do in that is I also screen record in that video and tell you how I time block, my process for time blocking, which gives me exactly the amount of free time I have per week to work with to make my dream come true. And this is particularly helpful for those who are working a full-time job or a part-time job, and you really want to utilize all that you can out of your free time to do your business and your calling. So check out the description for that video. I will link it below. So once you have figured out all of your main doings, the priority within those main doings, and your free time, then you can fill in the places when we dive into this tool. But this is a step that I really want you to take as much time as you need on, as it is very important that you get clear on exactly what is a priority, which means what is the thing that is making you the most money in your business? What is a proven time and time again area where you are consistently making money? That is where I would love for you to focus your efforts when it comes to prioritizing your main doings. And then we are going to fill in the spreadsheet now to then see how all of these things can be organized in a monthly view, one view that you can see basically what day it is and what you need to do because it is that day of the month. So last thing is to fill in your monthly task plan. So based on everything that you just outlined and your priorities are straight, you know exactly what you need to fill in to this spreadsheet. Let's dive in now. All right, guys, so we are here into the task plan that I have built over many years of just kind of running two businesses at once. So as you can see in this kind of area over here, I've outlined all of my social platforms for Brilliant Pit, right? Brilliant Pit is my second business. I do seasonal wellness content over there and seasonal wellness prints, astrology prints. So basically I run a Pinterest, an Instagram, a YouTube, herbalism, and Etsy shop. So herbalism is a study of mine, so it's something that I'm going to be studying for probably about a couple more years, and then I will then integrate that into product creation. But right now I'm also doing product creation with Etsy. And so as you can probably tell, the product creation is my main doing. It's the priority of my main doing. It's what I do to make money in this business. So of course that is going to be a priority over my Instagram pages, but I also do find a lot of value in the YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is also a huge element for me to stay consistent with. So I've basically outlined here, as you can see, just the days of the week that I work on Brilliant Pit. You will notice that it's Tuesday and Thursdays when it comes to the midweek. And then on the weekends, I work on both Essence and Brilliant Pit. So that's just the lay of the land for Brilliant Pit. And as you can see over here, you can see that I've outlined the weeks of the month because I basically work on this like monthly schedule, but everything in one view, right? So I can even go like this for us to see a little bit more. So depending on basically the week, the day of the week, and the number of the day, like meaning this would be week 1 of September, this would be like the 3rd of September, right? It's not always going to align exactly to what it is. So that's why I include everything here. So week 1 is just like 1 week, Monday to Saturday, but it doesn't necessarily have to follow the 1st through the 7th of the exact month. It's basically a ballpark. And so for instance, we are in September right now. It is Saturday, September 7th. So we are basically here, right? We are on this lane. Now, it doesn't matter that these are numbered out. It's just basically a way to organize it. So today I know that I'm recording my videos, my blog videos, which is really cool. And as you can see, this line indicates that this is Essence stuff and this is Brilliant Pit stuff. So when I highlight this area, I'm like, okay, this is today. And what this means is that I need to publish my mid-season tarot reading on Brilliant Pit YouTube this weekend. I also need to record my 2 blog videos this weekend and do client work. So just from highlighting this and this, which is to me, the weekend I do things over the 2 days so that it doesn't feel like so much stuff. And so I record pretty much, if I have recordings to happen, like blog recordings, I do that on Saturdays. And then I spend Sunday editing if things have to go out. But I've also set this up so that I'm reaching my goal of publishing a blog every 2 weeks, which is here, publish, edit and publish, and then edit and publish. So that's every 2 weeks, and I only record on 1 weekend for Essence. So this is just a pure example of how to set up all of the tasks that you have to do. And when you outline it by priority, for instance, let's look at Essence now. Here we have Essence Essentials, which if you are on my email list, you know that I am right now working on Essence Essentials, which is going to be something really exciting. basically a online portal membership for content creation. So think graphic design templates, copywriting templates, photography, videography, all of that. So that is something that's in the works. And so it is a priority to me to work on this project, because this I see as one of my main sources of income. Client services, as well as seasons and sessions and free resource vault, are also very important to me. Right now, I'm a bit like I don't have a lot of client work going on because I've prioritized Essentials. So therefore, I kind of move things over here that are true priority to me. The free resource vault actually just got a makeover, and that was really my main kind of priority the last month. So this I'll probably move down over the next, I guess now, move right there. Just for instance, just to show you how this works, like you can move things to make it make sense for you if you like to prioritize things from the left to the right or the right to the left. Here I've prioritized herbalism and Etsy all on the right, and of course I previously put services over here and things that were a little bit more of what I was working on previously, but now it's just kind of set up in a way that I get it. It doesn't really have to make sense to anyone else but you. And so this is just a pure example of how you can really organize things to prepare for the things that you have a goal of always putting out, whether it's content or it is like working on your services. You can still just be like, okay, Mondays is when I work on my services. So you could essentially do that. As you can see, I've really set things up here strategically to be working on both of my businesses simultaneously at all times. So Mondays, no matter what month it is, no matter what week it is, I'm always working on Essence. Basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and of course the weekends as it makes sense. So all of this is to basically say to you that you have the ability to see everything you need to do in one place. And that is a beautiful thing, and it's something that I've worked so hard on. I've really strategically developed this so that it really gives you clarity on how you can get everything that you want done. So another really cool area that I love in this spreadsheet, just so you can see it, I'll make it big. So this is 100%, by the way. So if you prefer to like scroll and see things bigger, you can of course do that. This is how it's gonna naturally be. But I like to look at things kind of in one area and everything in one place. So your email, for instance, if you have one newsletter a month, you can write little details like this. For instance, I now have shifted my schedule so that I do 2 YouTube videos a month. So therefore I can say 2 video blogs per month. And then you kind of have a baseline of your goal for YouTube. What's your goal for email? What's your goal? The blog and YouTube for me are the same. What's your goal for Pinterest, Instagram? My Facebook group, for instance, is going to, in September, have our very, very first seasonal mini shoot offering announcement. And basically it's going to be, if you're interested, it's basically going to be all remote, but it's going to be season themed mini shoots. So for instance, if I was in person and I was local to you, I'd basically tell you where I'm going to be on this day, this day, this day, this season of autumn. And you'd be able to pick a little time slot to do some photo shoots of either you or your business product. And then you'd have fresh content every single season for a cheaper price than what you would normally get. So that is really the idea of seasons and sessions. I'm so excited. But as you can see here, I haven't really had a plan for it because I am launching these mini shoots in September. But what I write in here is that because the season of autumn begins on the 21st, the 22nd, I am going to prep the offering this weekend. And obviously I've already done some planning on this, so it's not just this time that I'm going to be spending. So it's not so much on next weekend, but This is a pure example of how you can organize things like that. And so one of the biggest things I just wanted to show you is that if you normally take about 5 days to prep your one newsletter per month, like me, if you know that you're always going to publish it on the 30th, which is beautiful that I kind of have set things up that way so that I know that every 30th of the month, no matter what day of the week it is, no matter what week of the month it is, I'm always publishing it here. So therefore I always have to start prep on the 25th. So the 25th is when I start prepping the newsletter, and then I prep basically up until the 30th, but I'm giving myself that time so that say it's the 25th and I know that I have to post short form content on Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube for Brilliant Pit. I have to do product creation for Brilliant Pit in the evening. This kind of the posting stuff for social media, what I highly recommend is getting a scheduler like later.com to get that stuff kind of out of your everyday, and instead use this sheet as kind of a overview look at like what's going on in your business. So like for instance here, I actually give myself the time to create and schedule 9 short form content clips in Descript. So these are the systems that I have just now basically given myself to use so that I am constantly optimizing my time, doing more in the short amounts of time that I have to then get everything scheduled. And then basically all I do when it's say the 16th is I say, oh, okay, I have a post going out on Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube, and I'm gonna study herbalism. So the only thing that I'm really doing on the 16th is studying herbalism. So that is what's beautiful about this as well, is you can put in the time that you're actually going to create these short form clips to then schedule them out for, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's why I say I'm going to create 9 short form clips, because they're all going out on those platforms. So it's just a really beautiful way to set things up, especially if you love working on a monthly basis and you like to get things just organized in a way that's really easy to see. And as you scroll, you can see here, like, we know what each of these lanes is talking about because this is a frozen, these are 2 frozen lanes, right? So email, publishing on the 30th, right? So I just wanted to show you this because you have access to this as of now in the link in the description. It's basically going to take you to my free resource vault tab on my website. All you have to do is put in your email to the Content Marketing Master tool. You can also download the social media bundle that I have. It's a social media content calendar bundle that I basically outline on Google Sheets and Excel and slides, all different formats for a social media content calendar, if that's something you're interested in as well. But you basically just put in your email in the little box on the bottom of those products, and you will immediately gain access to the full vault. So no matter if you want the other product, you're still going to get access. And what's beautiful is it's basically just going to send you the download. So you're just going to download the button. And then once you get my 30th of the month email, you're going to get access to the full vault. So no matter what, you're just always going to get access as long as you're on my email list and are helping my business by just being a beautiful human who wants to learn more about content marketing and media. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that this tool really outlined a very tangible way that you can organize your business tasks. And I hope that it helped you immensely if you decided to download it and utilize it for your business. I hope it helped you immensely, and I would love to hear how it helped you. So leave a comment, send me an email. You can find my email on my website, which is linked in the description as well. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you again in a couple of weeks.